for Movie Reviews 101, and today we're going to talk about Mute. Directed by Duncan Jones and starring Alexander Skarsgård, Paul Rudd and Justin Theroux. And here we follow the story of an Amish mute bartender in a futuristic world of Berlin. I think it was Berlin. They go to Berlin at some point in this movie, as he wants to find out what happened to the love of his life, Nadreen, the girl character that goes missing. This sounds like brick, I'm not gonna lie. That is the biggest reason what drew me into this movie. It is a outsider going into a gangster world / criminal world to try and find out what happened to where his love or long lost love has gone. What happened? Yeah, it's a mystery sci-fi. This should be interesting. It's not like we don't get them every couple of weeks. Oh, wait, we do. We just had one on Netflix called Altered Carbon. We're going to decide which is better, I think. So now it's time for Darren's Ups. I'm going to give you 3 things I enjoyed, and then eventually 3 things I didn't enjoy. So, first up, I do think the performances from Skarsgård and Rudd are good. Skarsgård has to use his body and emotions to portray anything, while Paul Rudd does his quick, fast talking routine, which is what gave him Ant-Man. Fine. It works. They're opposite type of characters, and I'm fine with it. Yes, they do what they can with the world that they're put into. Next up is, I think the world looked nice. While it's not as pretty as other movies, which I will say later because there is one that stands out more than the rest, there's a lot of eco-friendly stuff thrown at us, like solar and rechargeable batteries and stuff like this. So it is trying to show a future that's plausible if we work together. I'll take that. And the final 15 minutes of this movie I do think were very good. The problem is when we get to the downs, and the final 15 minutes tie up a lot of scenes that weren't necessary, I don't feel, in early parts of the movie, but you understand when you see the final acts of this movie. Now it's time for Darren's Downs. This could be a very long list, but as I say, just the 3. The first thing is, the movie's too long. It's over 2 hours long, and a lot of the leads that we seem to follow are just down dead ends, and we just seem to have quirky character number 1, quirky character number 2. Let's do something with a mute who can't interact with them properly. Disappointing. I also feel the tone of this movie is a bit strange. Like, we watch Leo's role and it's quite a serious storyline, and then you end up going to Cactus Bill and it's a bit quirky and mad, and it's like, okay, we try to do a worlds collide, but each interaction they have just feels like different movies, like none of these characters would be in the same town. It's a bit weird to be watching. But the biggest down for me is the potential of this movie. We know sci-fi thrillers are a big easy, shall we say. The mystery aspect has worked on many films, low and big budget, and this one just missed all of the levels it could. You didn't need to make this guy an Amish guy, because yes, we're in a technology-driven world, but he uses technology. That's against what he's meant to believe in. They have scenes where he doesn't use technology, and the next scene he drives a car or he uses mobile phones. It's like, pick one or the other. You could have just made him a mute bartender and it would have been fine, who doesn't like technology. That would have been okay enough. But I don't want this to turn into a rant. I am going to give an overall score though, and my feelings to this is that it's not Blade Runner 2049. And I don't expect every director to do something that good, but I've always said the mystery of that movie It's what made it so interesting. Each scene, each interaction meant something. It showed you how to do this type of movie correctly, and this movie failed miserably. I am only going to give it a 2 out of 5, and I hope everybody else has tried to get through this one and will find more elements to enjoy than I did. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next time, we're out. Goodbye.